You don't own your catalog. Every song you made is owned by someone else. You don't have investments. You don't have land. You're broke and you don't even know it. You have no ownership of anything.
I'm saying all of the musicians are broke.
Is not rich.
Ain't no money in the music industry.
Musicians don't make a lot of money.
I thought that everybody had money except me.
A lot of artists aren't getting paid.
You know, the record labels want you to believe that these guys are rich.
From the NBA, after making millions of dollars, 60% of players within the first 10 years are losing the majority of their wealth. It's a bunch of players going broke when they retire.
Contract, bro. I'm done with that contract, bro. We ain't made no money. I've been with you 4 years, P. We ain't dropped number 2 projects.
What up, everybody? I'm CLP, holding the vibe. Like, share, subscribe. Drop a comment if you're vibing. What up, everybody? How was all doing? Hope all is well. And if not, hope to get back on track sooner or later. So get out to your thing. Nah, man. Something I want to talk about, yo. That's a part of the game. It seems like they always take the money back. Because you're playing this game of life to win. You know, you play the game to win. So, seems like they take the money back after you get wrapped up with them and their situations. And you get wrapped up long enough, you're gone. Because most people get wrapped up and become a slave to their deals anyway. By owing. You know what I'm saying? When they give you those loans, those big loans in the industry, the music industry.
On anything. It's not the label's fault per se. It's a little predatory.
It's predatory for sure.
It's predatory, but that's why you're supposed to have a good lawyer.
Yeah, like when you gotta have another interpret a contract for you and it's English, you don't need to sign it. But they interpret it for you like it's another language.
Yeah, no, of course.
And then the lawyer can get over on you.
They tricking y'all with the words in these contracts. They tricking y'all into thinking that y'all are real partners. They tricking y'all with the, hey, you own your stuff.
A lot of these artists, you know, I was one of them. We get to a certain point of our career where we start crying and complaining about not getting royalties, not getting this because we signed a bad contract, this or that.
And now you got to pay the loan back and things don't work out, then you're stuck. You know what I'm saying? Then you got taxes. Then you got enticements for big spending. So somehow, some way, it seems like they always take the money back, playing tricks on you and tricks on your mind, because once you get it, that's all they're going to do is come for it. Different situations, lawsuits pops up. Athletes get fined if they do things wrong in their sport. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, yo. And you know how I talk about hip-hop and the hip-hop side and everything, but it's even worse. Because look at all the rappers, yo. We can go to the very top. You know what I'm saying? Look at the King of Drill. What he's going through now, because he once showed that $1 million and $1 million worth of game right there. I was like, God damn, homie's really doing it. So he's a multi-millionaire. But the hip-hop psyop got him caught up in the slide situation. And he's not necessarily doing the sliding, but because he's the financier, allegedly, he's been locked up for, 2 years already? Or whatever the case is, he's been locked up, waiting to go on trial. So, all that money, Brian Steele joined his team. So all that money he made throughout the years, being the King of Drill, dropping hits after hits, winning Grammys, he's gonna have to spend it back on a lawyer fighting for his freedom. And if he loses the case, he loses a lot of money and his freedom.
Listen to the sound.
You see the shit right there? They get the money back somehow, some way. Young Thug was on top of everything, paying for bots for his players.
The number one album you just had right now, I paid for you to have a number one album. You didn't, you know what I'm saying, honestly earn a number one album over the weekend, my boy. I paid for that shit.
He came back out But they took him long enough out the game, so now his music not hitting no more. He done paid all that damn money to the lawyer. They take it back somehow. Even the legend, one of maybe possibly the greatest boxers, Mr. Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather, the money team, all of that. You see, this year, 2026, is coming out that he's going through financial issues. But when you flex so hard, you flexing so much, you can have a lot of things. But you know what the problem is the monthly keep up. Because bills is monthly. And most things, you pay bills every month. So, it's crazy. But you have to pay attention because this is the game of life. And in the game of life, it's all about distractions. So much stuff going on in this reality, they distract you from your life if you get caught up in the mix. Sign contracts with their contract deals and you're not paying attention. That's how they get it back. A lot of people fall off. A lot of people make it big. Look at this, the quick examples of the lotto winners. All of them that lose the money, some even lose their lives. You know what I mean? So the game of life is a serious thing, a serious matter. When you think about it, because the further high up you go, then the more situations pop up. That's what Biggie said, more money, more problems. And it seems like it's true. I'm 45, so I'm seeing things from experience, and I'm looking at what everybody else is going through as well. Remember the first big fall off with Hammer? MC Hammer? I was old enough to understand that he was on top of the world. Got the whole hood with him. Helping everybody out, getting people jobs and all of that. Turns out he had to pay for most of that. Out of his own pocket. And when the music stopped being the hits, he was still doing that. You see how finances go? You see a lot of issues throughout the years. So they get the money back somehow, some way. But there's a few people though. There's hope because there's a few people that made it and stayed rich. So it's how you play the game. This is the game of life. They say your talent supposed to get you the bag. But if you're not smart enough, people will use your talent and get them the bag.
Period. Like, it's not rich. Like, I don't care what, to the people that's out there in the world, that y'all see from us as rap, it is all still entertainment. So like, for y'all be thinking we really got more money than what the we really have. Like, cause y'all see the jewelry and the APs and the chains and it ain't nothing. It's nothing.
And now you owe. So you have to be smart. You have to think. The decisions, choices, is a big part of the situation. Understanding levels, money management, financial literacy. Listen to the sound. You hear a lot of these tragic stories, But it's the game of life. It's part of the game of life. How you play the game. Play to win, so decisions and choices matters. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, man. In this reality, it is a matrix. It is a matrix because it's playing tricks in your mind. So you have to pay attention. Oh, that's free. Just being aware. Staying up. But there's so much distractions. That's where social media comes in play, right? That's where the social engineering comes in play, where things put in places. Things happening, what's real, what's not, you don't know. People popping up out of nowhere, you don't know. But it's all about a distraction. Part of it is about the Benjamins because you want to live comfortable. It's not all about the Benjamins. A big part of it is about the Benjamins because, you know what I'm saying? You got to have Benjamins. Come on, we all do. The reality of things, y'all. But they take it back somehow, man. They look at these tragic stories. So if you somehow luckily make it, get some paper, it's about keeping it.
Within 5 years, end up broke, potentially filing bankruptcy, divorce. What is it that causes this situation, Bees? Greed?
Johnny Style. I'm CLP, holding the vibe, and we'll catch you in the next vibration. It's all love. I'm CLP, holding the vibe. Tap in at LGETV, where we got beats, podcasts, the whole thing. We got the whole thing rocking on. But if you just want to feel a podcast, tap on the at Conscious356, where we have the sit-down podcast. Sit down, hold the vibe. But if you want just all beats vibration, tap on the at CLP Got Beats.